Hello, Capricorn. These are your messages for March 24th through the 27th. I'm sorry I'm late with these. I'm going on vacation next weekend and had to work a few extra hours this week to make up for it. So my apologies. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March 24th through the 27th. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn. That's a whole lot of cards. We're putting them back. But there was a lot of wands in there. Holy balls. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Four of Swords reversed. Seven of Swords reversed. The Devil. The Wheel reversed. Holy freak. It's Capricorn energy. Could be doing all the Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Taurus. But so far, I'm feeling like someone is feeling guilty for something deceptive that they did. Knight of Coins reversed. Ten of Swords reversed. King of Coins reversed. Four of Wands reversed. Someone's feeling guilty for stepping outside of the marriage. You have the Palace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Marriage or long-term commitment. That is most definitely what I'm prominently seeing here. There's a lot of swords here. A whole lot of swords. And everything except for the Devil is reversed. And the Palace of Coins. So, if you're the one that stepped outside of the marriage, I see that you're feeling guilty over it. Or if your significant other cheated on you, they're feeling guilty about that now. And I feel like they're isolating themselves because of it. So let me get some clarifiers. Tell me about the Wheel reversed. Why is the Wheel reversed here for Capricorn? Clarify the Wheel. Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this Six of Pentacles is wondering whether if you were the one who was cheated on, I feel like this is your Wheel reversed and Six of Pentacles. You're wondering if you should contribute anymore to this relationship. You're wondering if this person has really changed. If they're willing to cooperate with you now. If they're willing to put in the same efforts if they're willing to match the efforts that you've been putting in. I do feel like they feel guilty for what they've done with these swords here. But the Devil is still in the upright. And I don't see the Strength card here. And every card's reversed except for the Devil. I mean, the Six of Coins or Six of Pentacles is in the upright. But I feel like that's whoever the energy of who was betrayed. Not the person who did the betraying. Tell me about the Devil for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You have the Six of Cups and the Fool. And the Fool, in this position, this person's being foolish. And there's a dog here. That dog's like, hey man, you're about to jump off a cliff. Watch what you're doing. And then you have the Six of Cups here. So, this Six of Cups and the Devil could mean that there's a soul connection, that there's a bond. Or it could mean that this is a karmic lesson. This person could be experiencing karma for what they've done. I mean, the Wheel is here too. That's a karmic card too. But somebody was foolish. And it's whoever was taking on this self-indulgent behavior. They are feeling guilty, but I don't know if they're feeling guilty for the right reasons. Like, I don't know if they're feeling guilty, but, they're not going to change. Or if they're feeling guilty and they want to give this another shot. Or this could be that they're feeling guilty for what they've done. They've changed, but they still don't want to work on this relationship because, whether this is a karmic lesson or not for them to learn, there was still a reason why they felt like they needed to step outside of the marriage or commitment. Tell me about this Four of Wands reversed for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Four of Wands reversed. There's definitely a fear of commitment on the board. Alright, we have the Lovers and the King of Cups. So, this is definitely a divine union. But this was like a meant to be union. But somebody here is having a hard time, being open with their emotions. Or their feelings, not their emotions. And they're having a hard time committing. They're having a hard time forgiving themselves, maybe. But with the Lovers, the Devil, and the Six of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, this, I feel like, it was meant to come together, but someone's having a hard time, working together with you on this. Whichever side you're on, I guess. But tell me about the Seven of Swords. You have the World. And in this position, this is like unfinished business. So, if you were cheated on, this person does feel guilty. They do. But I don't feel like they're quite ready to put in the effort that's needed for this to come together. With the Palace of Coins here, this most definitely is either a marriage or you're living together. So there could be a little bit of codependency here, and that's why this person is still sticking around. But I don't feel like they want to stick around for the right reasons. Tell me about the Knight of Coins. Clarify the Knight of Coins. Ace of Wands and the Tower. So they're not leaving, but they might as well be leaving. Like, they're physically there, but emotionally, mentally, the relationship's done to them, I feel like. They want passion and love. They want to go be a dog somewhere else, I feel like. I'm sorry. If you're the one, I didn't even see the Seven of Cups. So, this person wants to have options. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They want, if you're married, they want to have that stable home life. But when they go out with their guys or their girls, they want to go, hoe around. They want to have their options still. They want to have all that attention from other people. They want those one-night stands. They want to self-indulge or be indulgent in their devilish behaviors. But they're going to come home and, play house with you. So, Capricorn, let me get you some advice on where you should be focusing your energies for the next few days. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Best advice from March 24th through the 27th. Capricorn. There's 3 of them, so it's a lot, but we're going to take them. Alright, so we have the 8, 9, and 6. So, this card, I'm not going to read all the descriptions, I'll just break it down for you. This card is about goals, dedication, process, like not losing sight of your goals, basically. This card, this is about like healing energy, like loving, caring energy. So hold on. This is offering comfort, healing, and caring. So focus on your goals. Be compassionate towards others, towards this person, because, whether they've hurt you or not, they're still going through some shit. And it's not because of you that they did this. It's because of something within them. And then there's this card. And I feel like this card is going to be your overall message. 6. Oops. So I'll read this one out loud for you. Entrapment, limitations, restrictions, complications. We have more ability than willpower, and it is often an excuse to ourselves that we imagine that things are impossible. We are entangled by obstacles, real or imagined, that restrict our wishes and actions, whether by ignorance, self-doubt, or a paralyzing fear. We allow them to control, limit, or imprison us. If we just summon the strength of will and confront them, we might face them down and ultimately overcome them. In doing so, we are free to fly once more. This is an angel without flight, her wings entangled by troubles, obstacles, and fear. In her suicidal pose, red ribbons entwine her wrists like streaks of blood. But her entrapment is a consequence of her own fear. Blinded by anxiety, she is unaware that the nearby sword could be used to cut her ties and set her free to fly once more. So, whoever this person is that feels guilty for their actions but isn't quite changing them, they're probably telling you, like, this is just who I am, I'm broken, I'm just hard to love, all that. Making excuses, but not doing what they need to do to change this. And I feel like you should show compassion for them. Let's see. You should be, healing, offer healing, love, be caring, but don't feed into this. Don't give them all this time and effort because they're just making excuses. They can easily stop with this deceptive behavior, with indulging in this devilish behavior, and they can change. They're just making excuses not to. So Capricorn, those are your messages for March 24th through the 27th. I will see you next week.